Good morning, everybody. So it is Saturday, as per usual. On the weekends, I've got very little filming done during the week. It's just been crazy here. So we've had obviously dry liners are upstairs, building the walls and plasterboarding up there. So I've had to keep up with them. But also we've had to contend with the underfloor heating guys have turned up. So Celotex has gone down. They've started piping. You can see out there. Look. But we've had to make sure that we've got some drops in because we've got some drops in the floor here. That's all got to be studded off still. Um, we've got in these offices here pipes in the floor that come across with Celotex stuck down a bit of Celotex to the floor for where a floor box will be, because this has got 50 mil of screed coming up on top of it. So then once that's done, gone off, I can pull this out or drill it out, whatever I've got to do. My pipes are in underneath it by about 6 inches, so I can cut them back, fit my floor box straight in there, and that should go quite nicely. So those blocks of Celotex are a sort of a few mil bigger than what my actual floor box is, and then I can either fix them in or stick them in, whatever we choose to do. So today I'm going to, this morning, crack on with a bit of this duct work. I've done a drop there. Now that they've got the walls upstairs, I've managed to get my drop in, or where my drop's going to go. We've cut this wall out a minute. Unfortunately, it landed right on a partition. Luckily, we don't need to disturb this left-hand side of the window, so that will remain solid up to the ceiling, so there'll be no flex in the window. However, we've got to lose this leg here, so the plasterboarders are going to re-brace that somehow afterwards. So I'm going to, these T's are just dry fitted at the moment. I'm going to cut some pipe to join that together and then make up the T, get that fitted. So it's a 250mm T with a 250mm drop coming in and then reducing to 200mm duct for the offices and the reception area down here. So we're going to get that all in place. So that's all finished here, so the dry liners can patch this wall all back in. And then we'll get back on with pulling in some cables. So I've pulled in a whole load of blue Cat 6 ready for all the phone systems. We've completely ran out, so I used up 3 boxes doing that. So I've picked up a couple more boxes, so I'm going to put in some more blue Cat 6 down to the front here, get that finished off. Again, we've had a few client changes in the last couple of days, so I need to re-quote on a few things. So the shop space next door, originally, it's going to be leased out to a tenant. And originally, it was all off the same electrical system on the same metering, and they were just going to have a standing charge. But now they want to have it metered separately. So all we're going to do is we're going to introduce consumer units local into both the shop spaces separately. They'll be metered together currently because it's one tenant. However, it will be easy to split that in future because we've put it on two distribution boards. So if they wanted to then have the 2 different tenants metered separately, all they've got to do is go in the plant room, introduce another MCCB and obviously another inline meter. So it's fairly, nice and straightforward. But today, I'm going to get that ducting done this morning, and then we will crack on getting more cables pulled in, because obviously we've got next week, this floor is being poured, I believe, on Wednesday, I think. So I want to try and get as much of this cabling in, because next week will be a write-off for a couple of days. I'm not here Monday, and I'm not here Friday either, so I've lost 2 days already. We're just going to crack on today. Tomorrow I've got James, Alan and Charlie here with me, so on Sunday. And we're going to smash in a load more wiring. I'll probably get one of them starting to insulate the ductwork, because that's something we need to get done as well. And then, just keep pushing it on. But I'll catch up with you in a bit. Let's get some work done. I'll just show you a little bit of the ducting what we've got here. So this is the 250mm T. It's going to come down through the ceiling. Obviously, I've reduced now to 200mm. So I've got I meant to buy some female couplers. I didn't. So we can just use length of pipes, not a problem. So I've got a 100mm section of pipe here. What we do on every joint, you silicone it. So every joint is siliconed internally, so it's sealed, and then you also tack it. Normally I'll foil tape every joint as well. Just we want to try and keep this as sealed as possible, because obviously that is going to give us the best possible air tightness on all the ducting, which is going to help the system perform better. So yeah, this will then obviously get wrapped completely once it's all installed with a 25mm insulated sleeve. We've got we were hoping to have rigid drops off everything for all the outlet points, but we simply have not got the ceiling height here, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to use some insulated flexi, foil flexi, which is absolutely fine to do. It's just I would love to have had a fixed position, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna up on these ones here now. I'm gonna get them siliconed in. I'm gonna put the joiners in, which I've just cut now, and then we're going to try and get this little fitted. You can see I've already pre-fitted one of the brackets there, ready to carry it. So I'm going to silicone those joints, tech screw them up, and then get that all solid. And then I can introduce my T and the joining section, and then keep moving on from there. Okay, so there we go. So that's my junction all connected. So you've got two T's there. So T goes on for in that office. T's off here. That's an outlet for in this hallway. Comes through again. T's off. And then it's going to pick up these three offices on the back. That there is a separate duct run. So these are our supply. So these are recirculating warm air back into these offices. This duct run, which goes off to any area that isn't a habitated space, so i.e. toilets and things like that, the air gets drawn out. So obviously that's including smells and things, but also the warmth that goes with that goes up through the MVHR, gets recirculated, so the smells get extracted. The warm air gets recirculated back in through the MVHR and then pumped back into these rooms where people are working constantly, just to recycle that warm air. So they're actually, I'll try and find out the details on it. I can't remember. I've got the sheet somewhere, the data sheet for the MVHR, and it gives you the efficiency rating and the heat recovered rate and all this. It's quite interesting. It's very good. The amount of energy you can actually save is really quite surprising, actually. So I'd highly recommend it for any commercial premises. They're not the cheapest of things, but they inevitably will definitely pay for themselves. So yeah, we've got the 250mm T in now, ready for my drop to come down through the floor. The other side of the T, I've got a spout that comes in, and that's going to supply this room. Again, like I said, I'll have some flexi out the end there, which then is central in the room. Unfortunately, not in line with our lights because we've got these massive steels to contend with. It's just a bit of a nightmare, really. Those steels have made this job very, very difficult to navigate, but we're getting there. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit more duct work in this back office here. I've got another 250mm T here. It's then going to run along about a metre and then penetrate up through the floor, up through there in the corner of this, in what is the paper store upstairs. And that's for our drop in the corner up there. So yeah, I'm going to get that piece cut out and fitted, and then I'm going to jump on some wiring, do some actual electrical stuff. Okay, so that's the ducting all finished. So two pieces in. I've got the length. I got about 2.6 meter length going up stairs now up in front of the wall, which will get boxed in. I've put the plasterboard back because I'm just so freaking good. I'm gonna do a little bit of wiring, but I probably won't get a huge amount more done today because I've got my mother-in-law's birthday party tonight. So I'll be getting off, getting my hair done and all that jazz. So I'll probably leave it there for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, I've got Charlie, James, and Alan with me tomorrow. So we're going to try and smash in loads of wiring, get all these cables put away. So a lot of these cables here are actually for upstairs. So we'll try and get those all tucked away where they need to go. Yeah, and then crack on. Hopefully, should have a good day tomorrow. And then, like I said, I'm only here for, well, 3 days, possibly only 2 days, because I've got I'm hopefully flying up to Glasgow on Thursday to look at a job up there. So a little bit far away from home, but it's for one of our regular clients. Yeah, so go up and do that. It should be a fairly big job. Hopefully, we'll be collaborating with one of the other electricians we're friendly with on Instagram, so that'll be pretty decent. Should hopefully have a decent gang of us up there. Be 7 or 8 of us up there for a couple of weeks, just try and smash it all out. But yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we will crack on with a load of wiring, get all these offices put away, and start wiring a lot of upstairs as well. So it should be pretty decent day tomorrow. Good morning. It is Sunday, 2nd of April, I think. We are back down at Fox Hunters again. So I was here yesterday on my own. What is it now? It is 12:20 now. So we've been here since we got here at 8:30 this morning. So I'm here with Alan, James, and Charlie. We were planning on fitting a load of ductwork this weekend, but the ventilation unit didn't turn up, obviously. As per usual, people are letting you down when they say they're going to deliver something and they don't. Happens all the flipping time. So instead, we're going to crack out a bit more first fix downstairs. We're pulling in loads of cables. We're pulling in lots of cables for the first floor as well, because it's all off the ground floor containment. So I'll get some little snappy shots of us doing that, a few time lapses maybe or something. Go through what we've been doing in there as well. And then bloody cyclists. I reckon that look like he's struggling a bit. It's only a flat road as well. But I'm just flipping over to Screwfix quickly because I need to go and pick up a few bits that have come in for me. I've been off and had breakfast. Obviously, we do every Friday and every Sunday. Has to be done. You've got to look after people. 67 quid it cost me there for 4 of us. Outrageous. But yes. So we're gonna pull in a lot more cables. Because the idea is it'd be good anyway because we'll get a lot of cables in today. Because next week there's going to be I'm not here on Monday. I'm not here on Friday. So Monday I'm off doing another part to my iPath license. Friday I'm away. Me, my wife and my little girl are going down to Butlins because the Masked Singer is down there. So we're going down to Butlins for a few days because my little girl loves that show. And then post Thursday I might not be around either because I might be flying to Glasgow to go and look at a job. Well, I'm flying to Glasgow, but the job's in Ayr, so we'll see about that one. So if that comes off, I'll be up there a couple of weeks with quite a few other guys as well. And it might be a case of I miss a weekly video, but then you get a big video the following week. But we'll see how that goes. Play that one by ear. But anyway, for the minute, I'll crack on to Screwfix. I'll show you what I'm getting, and then get back and crack on with some work. Go and say hello to some of the guys, maybe. I'm trying to keep them working. My twin brother James is particularly difficult. He's one of those people who you give him a job. So we'll get down to site, and I'll say, right, James, I need you to wire these lights in this corridor. And he instantly assumes that is his only job for the day. It's like, no, I'm paying you for the day. I'm not paying you for the job. You need to, when you're finished, come and find me and we get on with something else. But hey ho, that's the trouble when you're working with your brother. Okay, so I've just been to pick up this, which is a Bosch GUS 12 volt 300. So that is a cordless universal shear. Now I'm hoping we can use that to cut the insulation that we've got for the ducting system. Until I try, I don't know if it's going to work or not. I can cut it with a knife, but I'm not going to get a very good finish. And it's just, so what we've got is a foil, and then it's got basically fiberglass on the inside of it as well. So hopefully that will do it, and it's just going to make our job a bit tidier and a lot quicker. So I'll give that a go in a minute. I'm going to get back down there now, meet up with the guys, crack on, probably have a little bit of lunch maybe. Depends if how full we are after breakfast. It was pretty good, to be fair. And then yeah, we'll smash in some more cables. We're just trying to get as much stuff out of the way on the ground floor as possible. So we're finishing off the last of the lighting. A few weeks ago, when we first started here, we wired a lot of the lighting locations, but we didn't actually pull the main switch wire back. So from the switch to the first light, we didn't pull them in because our boxes weren't in yet. So rather than just have cables hanging everywhere, we left that. So we probably try and get a lot of those in today as well, now that it's boxed out. But yeah, better crack on, go and get on with some stuff, make some money. Okie dokie, you're back then. So, absolute hive activity. There's Alan, look. Right, Dad, how you doing? Hey. So, Dad is, God, fucking hell, look at the tummy on him, look, Jesus. He's on pulling in some more Cat 6s. So again, client came in on Friday and we've got some more extras we want to add in. We need to get some data and phone points through into the workshop next door. We had some extra points pulled into the front here, which we're getting in now. We pulled the last of the VoIP phone cables in, so that was the blue Cat 6. So the blue Cat 6 is tied in now, all the way back. So we'd left a gap. Well, yeah, we left a gap, Dad, didn't we? So that we could tie them in. Well, we did the second time round anyway, didn't we, Alan? Yeah, that's right. You had to undo everything you did and then redo it. But hey ho. Apparently that's my fault because we won't go into that. Yeah, so Cat 6 is going in here. Hopefully we can get the last of the Cat 6 in there today because I'm getting sick and tired of pulling them in. It's an absolute pain in the ass on your own, especially when there's people here during the week. So in here we've got Charlie and James, and they are wiring the shop space. So Charlie's been building all of the mains cables, so he's been doing upstairs. So we're wiring off the same basket system for upstairs and downstairs. So he's put in all the 4 mils for the sockets. We've got 2 till locations up there. Right, James is pulling in all the phone points for the shop. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh. That's it. I'll be getting a bloody health and safety report now. Fucking hell. Right, yeah, he's pulling all the phone points for the upstairs and downstairs. Charlie's tying everything back, getting this tidied off because he's wired. Yeah, he's finished doing the shop circuits now. Dad's pulling in the last of these Cat 6 for the office side because there's like 80% of the network points are all in the office side, obviously, because it's where most of the things are. But yeah, so we'll look outside then. So they've started tarmacking, believe it or not. I mean, this bit ain't quite ready, but they've started tarmacking over here. They've got a load of eco drains that are running around here, so they've got a nice border to finish to. But yeah, I did a design for the underground ducting system about maybe 12 months ago even, or maybe a bit less than that. And they followed it really nicely. So we've got these pits here, and then we've got a 120 mil and a 63 mil duct that run inside. Then branches off for all the other points. They're all roped as well, which is freaking ideal. So we've got street lighting columns going along the front to light up it internally, not on the road, obviously. We've got twin 16 amp hookup points to charge the leisure batteries of the caravans. We've got power and data coming out for future for an electric gate. We've got CCTV cameras coming out on the main sign here. We've got lighting in the main sign. We've got loads going on there. We've got We've got lighting and that coming over to the bridge. So we've got a bridge to Narnia over here, literally into an island. So we've got more street lighting columns against this retaining wall here, so you can just see the upstand of the retaining wall where it drops off where the hog hire is. Yep, we got bollard lighting on all 4 corners of the bridge. So the bridge takes us over to the island in there, which is where they're just going to store more caravans. We've got more lighting down here. We've got more 16 amp hookup points as well to charge more leisure batteries. We've got more lighting going on the front of the workshop. So the workshop's going to be overcladded in anthracite, so it matches the new building. So that will look new, which is going to look really smart, to be fair. So yeah, it's all great. I can't wait. Now that we've got some really nice weather, I want to try and get a few guys together for a day or two, and we'll get all this external cable put in. There's about, I think it's 2.5 or 3 kilometers of cable to pull in outside, various different sizes. So we've increased our cable sizes for all the external lighting, just because of the length of the runs. So the LED, it's all LED, but I think we're going to wire them in either 2.5 or 4 mil, depending on how long the run is, just obviously to account for the volt drop. Obviously we've done the calculations for that, so it's not, I'm just not going on a whim on it. They have been calculated. Yeah, so I'm going to crack on, get some more cables pulled in. Dan's been pulling in the last of the Cat 6 on the other side. They're finishing the shop off. We're going to jump upstairs and get those cables all pulled up. And yeah, hopefully be in a good position by the end of today. James has done a load of the power here in the corridor. So he's pulled in the lighting here. We've got cleanest sockets coming in because there's cleanest points everywhere around the building. He's pulled in the power supplies for the fire alarm panel and for the EVC panel, or the fire refuge panel. So we've got a 1.5 2-core earth FP for the fire alarm system, because that is only going to be on a 6 amp MCB. And then again for the EVC panel, we've got an enhanced FP because it's got a longer burn time, I believe. I'm not too sure. It's just what they specify for it. And that's in a 2.5, but that's just because that's what I had. But again, that most likely will only be on a 6 amp MCB. They need to go back to the board. We're not quite finished those yet. He's put in the lighting out here for the corridor, for the toilets. I want to put in all these corridor, all the toilet hand dryer points and lights as soon as we can as well. Get them all in, because there's a lot of cables in such a small little area. We've got separate lighting supplies and hand dryer supplies for every toilet. Again, we're just trying to minimize the effect of any faulty items in future. So if they have a faulty light or something, it doesn't end up taking all the toilet block out. You only lose one cubicle, so you're not in the disabled room and suddenly you lose all your lights and things. Obviously we'll have disabled toilet alarm in here as well, more than likely linked in with the fire refuge panel as well. We've now got to run some data and telephone points out to the workshop as well. So he wants to have a station in there so they can order parts. That was something that wasn't originally on the list of things to do, so that's going to get added in. There he is, working it all back. Lots more Cat 6 going in again. Hopefully we can get them all finished off, because it's a right pain in the backside to be doing that during the week. But yes, so lots to do. We're going to keep cracking on and hopefully be in a good place by the end of the day. Okay, that is us for another weekend. We are done. Loads of cables gone in. We've got all the cables out to the plant room and that now, so it's all out of the way. Yeah, so we've all picked up. We're about to go home. Glad to be done, to be honest. It's proper nice out there, so I think we're going to grab something to eat and enjoy the sunshine a little bit while we can. But yes, right, here you are then. Say goodbye to these two boys. You'll see these two again soon, I'm sure. Oh, and there he is as well. Noddy poking his head around the corner. But yeah, lots going in. So next weekend, hopefully, we'll be... Oh, actually, no, next weekend, I'm not working. I am, off the Butlins, like I said earlier. So hope you might get a video out of me next week. Hopefully, I'll see if I can get something done during the week. In fact, I'll make sure I do. Make sure I get a video out. So thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe and get in the comments and let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything you want to see or any questions you've got. And if it's a stupid question, I won't fucking answer it. Hey ho. I will catch you later. Thanks, guys. I'll see you again. Cheers.